This is an energy reading for coming together. And when I received your code name, what your guides were showing me was they were showing me a heart. And the heart was like split in half. And the heart was coming together. And then it almost looked like it was being sewn. And so this told me that there was some kind of heartbreak or an emotional feeling of being hurt, and also that you are quite sensitive. Your emotions are sensitive, and also your energy is very sensitive. So this is coming together and this is healing. So any form of hurt in the past, you have to give yourself time to heal, but also it is healing. This is coming back together. Now okay, well, there was other things that were coming through, but I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is surround myself in light, surround you in light, bring your guides up, and then I'll continue with what else came through when I was receiving the code name. And I have my rose quartz here. I have 3 rose quartzes down here with me. So that's also a heart chakra color. So this chakra though, or chakra, sorry, this crystal does have an affinity with empaths and with healers, and so it helps you heal yourself, it helps you heal others, and also it has to do with your emotional responses. So it helps people calm down. It can give a person a feeling of peace or a feeling of joy and harmony in relationships, and harmony within your own self. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and surround you in light now. Okay, actually your guide is doing that for me. Okay, so I'm going to continue with what I was getting when I received the code name, and this is still what I'm getting. It's so obvious just looking at your picture. Your energy is it's so sweet. You have the sweetest energy. You have a very humble energy. And also, even though they're showing me the heart and they're saying that it's coming together, at the same time, I do feel an openness with you. Excuse me. I do feel an openness with you. But also, as I was saying, like a vulnerability or a sensitivity. So you can kind of wear your heart on your sleeve a little bit empathically. So you have to be careful that people are not taking advantage of you. And I wouldn't only say this in like a physical way or a relationship kind of way. It can definitely come out like that. But I would say, especially also with the unseen, you have to be careful about that. With the energy realm, you have to make sure that too much energy from others, and you have to make sure that other people are not soaking up your energy, that they're not taking it from you. So very much healing abilities coming in. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of water real quick. very much healing abilities coming in, and this could come out in different ways. Like it could lead you in different directions, and this is like career wise. I mean, you obviously you could be an actual healer with just your hands or your energy, but there's so many other ways that this could come out. Because another thing that comes up with you so strongly is I keep seeing this bird next to you, and it looks like, I don't know, it looks like a blue jay, maybe some kind of like blue and white bird, and just constantly tweeting and chirping and flying around you. And I've been seeing other animals too. I was seeing a bear, and so there's definitely also an affinity with animals and an affinity with nature, and especially animals really coming in. But I get plants too, so this is just about natural nature in general. So yeah, this can come out in different ways. It could be working with animals. It can even be not even about career, but just how you are speaking to people, that you can empathize with people, you can understand people. And this can actually give you a grounding on your path. This is a gift with you that comes out very strongly in your auric field. It's very easy to pick up on these certain traits that you have and qualities and these certain gifts that you came in with. And you were asking about your DNA activation, and obviously these would increase with your DNA activation. But I feel that just as a starseed, you were just born with this. So it may have increased, but it didn't give it to you. It didn't bring it to you. This can come out with working with children as well, or working with people who are physically sick, or even like mentally disabled in some way. And this shows also an ability to develop a lot of patience. But also you can be trusting of people. You can be open to people, which can be a good and a bad thing, you know? Okay, so they're showing me the heart chakra, and it's almost like bleeding out. Um, so yeah, you need to be careful that you protect yourself. Um, that, like I said, you're not allowing others to take advantage of you in any way. And also you have to kind of desensitize yourself, because you are impacted. You're more easily impacted when somebody says something that's hurtful or mean or rude. And, you know, one thing your guide is saying is that you always have to understand and you have to be aware where that person is coming from, that it's not about you. Anytime somebody says something hurtful towards you, you're a nice person, you know, so it's not like you're going out and like disturbing them in some kind of mean or awful way that would cause them to react to you in this way. So this can't really be because of you in any way. You know, this is just sometimes people are like this on Earth because their energy is so much lower. than where we were before our experience here. And a lot of people react to that badly. And a lot of people, they have their own abuse and histories and things that they're going through. So your guide is just saying to be aware of that, be understanding of that. And also that you cannot heal everyone. So that's another thing too, that you have to desensitize yourself from. You can't feel this gushy empathicness for everybody. You have to make sure that you think about your own energy and what does it need. And again, I'm getting nature, that nature can really, really help you and almost arm your energy field. And I also get a wisdom with you and a clear sight, clear understanding. So this is like claircognizance and even clairvoyance a bit. And I'm getting that meditation would increase that. I feel like you do meditate though. So I would say meditate more. You know, we can get kind of busy in our life or sidetracked. So this should be a regular discipline with you, and just make sure that your barriers are up. Make sure that you're almost like the defensive parts of your aura are more up. So they're more heightened and they're activated and working, because you want that. That's not about closing off. That is, well, it is about closing off, actually. It's about closing off to harmful energies, things that are going to take advantage of you or that are going to suck your energy. Okay, so okay, now another thing that's coming in, I'm feeling like we're going to go to the questions in a second here, but another thing that's coming in is, and again with an animal energy, I have some kind of animal showing me this, but I can't see it exactly clear. I think it's more than one type of animal, actually. Okay. So, but they're showing me your foot, your right foot. And it's kind of turning, kind of like this. So there's kind of this energy where you're a little bit unsure of what direction you should take career-wise in some ways. When it's the right foot, this is more your physical side, and the feet are always path for me. The right side is more about physical things. So this is more like career direction normally. So there's a little bit of an unsure feeling where there are multiple things that you could do that you kind of waver with a little bit. So you're not like sure of anything right now, as far as like kind of money, but mostly like your direction in this lifetime. So what direction you need to go down in terms of, are you accomplishing what you're meant to bring through here? Because obviously you came with a mission in your lifetime, being a starseed. Okay. So they're coming in with that. They're coming in with this stuff about the career, the abilities that you have to kind of help you focus a little bit, zone in on what would you actually be gifted in, what would you really what could you really hone and inspire others with, but at the same time setting boundaries for yourself. And if you were to go into any type of healing and empathic career, whether it was physical or it was like emotional and or psychological. So protect yourself. Okay. Okay, so we covered question 1 about the blockages. They wanted to speak about this heart thing going on. Okay, now they're also saying well, okay, I have a guide coming up and stepping behind me. And I feel a little bit like I'm in a spa. So a very, very peaceful, relaxing, and kind of deep energy. And also feeling nature with this energy as well. And I still almost feel this feeling of like a mama bear or something coming through. But at the same time, I also get a humanoid feeling with it, and I don't know exactly what she is. So I don't know if this is something, if this is someone who's more humanoid and taking on this almost bear-like energy, or almost like a werebear, like it's almost like can shapeshift or something into this form. I'm not really sure, but it's coming in with 2 energies, and plus there are some other animals and other beings around. So hopefully I can get clearer on that in a minute, because I know you were, one of your questions is about who are your guides, how many are there. So we'll get to that in a bit, and maybe they'll be a little bit more specific. But right now there's like several around you, and so it's almost hard to pick up on a single one of them. And then it almost feels like some of them have more than one quality, which also makes it a little bit harder to almost differentiate. Okay, she's indicating that the crown chakra needs to open up a bit more, and for you to step into more of the crystal energy. So she's indicating that you are more on the indigo vibration, and not necessarily with your personality, but vibration wise, you're more on like the 5th dimension or so, 4th, 5th, with a bit of 6th, that you kind of go in and out of that. You're able to go into that, to tap into that. So she wants you to come into that more. She also says that that can be a little bit ungrounding, so she's going to help you to remain grounded, and again, the nature coming in. Again, this bird energy. And showing me the eyes. This almost looks like a predatory bird, like some kind of hawk, some type of bird like that. So the piercing eyes, and able to zone in on something, able to see clearly, and also able to have this angle from up here. And she's saying that that's detachment, that a guide like that is going to help you with your detachment. And again, I feel someone humanoid now. What is that? Okay. Okay, water. I gotta have some water. Now this energy comes in with the same kind of relaxation, and yet at the same time this intensity about it. And coming in with all knowing and yeah, clear seeing. And almost able to like pinpoint a target, zone in on a viewpoint is the word I'm getting. Okay, almost zone in on a certain way of viewing things, viewing okay, viewing things so that you are not reacting in certain ways. So again, to work on detachment, and this is going to help you set boundaries. So he's saying that some boundaries need to be set with certain individuals in your life. And again, this is he's showing me a crowd as well. So this is not all individuals. Some of this is boundaries that you have to set in your energy field. And almost like there's an authority that you need to take on when it comes to protecting yourself and your own barriers. No one can come into this part, this section of my aura now. Okay, and the solar plexus he's pointing out, there are energies that come in to the solar plexus and energies that leave from the solar plexus. He's saying that exercising would also help this, to push that out. So he's showing me yoga, and obviously there are also different forms of exercises you could do, sports or any kind of hobby with physical exercising that you just like to do, that you can do a lot of that as well to clear this out when this is happening. So this isn't all the time, but when you feel this happening, when you feel a drain or you feel a pull, and you need to get better at recognizing that. But he is hoping that this reading will help you become more aware of that you have that quality, and that you do that you allow others to take from you. Okay, now she is coming in with the, so this is the other guide with the almost bear energy, I want to say. Bear, humanoid, person. Okay. Whoever she is, whatever she is, she's talking. um, but she was gonna tell me before. She was talking about the crown chakra, but at first she was coming in with the heart chakra, but then she stepped up, and I got so relaxed I forgot what on earth she was saying. But she's reminding me now. She wants you to do like an exercise in your meditation where you just see this chakra closing, and that is incredibly easy. You can just picture like a lotus flower or any kind of flower. The chakras are often represented with flowers, and then you see it in the heart region. You can visualize it as a pink or a green color, and you just see that the petals are closing. Now, again, with the crown, you can visualize it opening, but she's saying that you don't want to visualize it opening all the way. So you want to visualize it opening like maybe to halfway, but not all the way open. You don't want to have a pouring in of every spirit around you, and all these energies around you. But if you're more open to your guides versus to all these people, um, they can actually help you to ground, and they can communicate with you better. So you can have more understanding of what's coming to you, what's being taken away from you, and what to do, and also again with the path, with the direction. And she's just coming in with this really like loving, comforting kind of like, okay, sweetie, kind of thing like this. And I cannot do her voice at all because she also sounds kind of bear-like at the same time. She has this really deep voice, but at the same time, I can tell she's female. And just this heavy, grounded energy and this protective energy, but also a kind energy, a gentle energy at the same time. But, if there was, some entity coming towards you or whatever, she could, swat him. She has that protective mother energy. God, what is with all these animals? I'm seeing a squirrel, I'm seeing some other kind of bird. Looks like, I don't know, some type of like a bird that would walk on the ground, more like a crane or some kind of white bird on the ground. And I'm hearing like I'm hearing this cawing in my head. Caw, caw. Like, okay, this reading's getting crazy. So okay. Okay. Again, I feel somebody humanoid, but is that are these all humanoid? Are you all humanoid and you're taking this on? They're not going to tell me that. Okay, they're not saying that. All right. Okay, so the heart chakra, closing the heart chakra. Another exercise she's giving me. Whoa, that's interesting. I've never heard of this before. I've seen like visualizations where you bring your aura in this way, but I've never heard or seen this before. What she is giving me actually is she's saying that your energy goes like way down here and like way up here above your head. And she's saying that you almost want to bring it in like this, almost feel a little bit like you're shrinking. So you're pulling your aura up more just around your feet and more by your head, where it's just like maybe like a half a foot or so above your head, because right now she's saying it's like 5 feet above your head. It goes way above your head. So she's saying that you want to pull that down. She says that you might feel a little bit shorter. But you'll be more aware of things, she's saying. You'll be able to zone in on things more easily and be more grounded here when your energy isn't going off in these different directions like this, where it's just like trailing off and almost out of focus. So even mentally, this can cause almost cloudedness or noise or even confusion or a lot of thoughts. And emotions too. It's easier to pick up on people. Now she is also saying to bring your aura in this way as well. But she's giving me the feeling it doesn't go out as much as it goes down and up. So she's saying to be aware of that, and if you feel ever like you're picking up on a lot of people, or if you're in a crowded place and you don't know whether you are or not, she's saying that you can do this visualization anytime. Now she does keep, wait, hold on. Okay, left. She does keep showing me that the left side is kind of going out further than the right side. So you want to bring in your left side a bit more. Make sure that you're not picking up on external things that are just unnecessary, because these people, you can't help them. When you're walking around a crowd, you cannot help the crowd by absorbing or letting them take from you. You just can't. They, you know, individuals you can help, and you need to choose whether or not to set a boundary with individuals, but crowd, you can't do anything about that. So there's no point being open, being empathic when you're in the middle of a crowd. So she's saying to close off. Okay, back to the questions. Okay, so number 3. Okay. Whoa. So, I can't talk. So this is how to get a stronger. Okay, I'm just gonna wait a second here. I'm slurring all my words like a drunk person. Okay, I keep seeing this other crystal. There's a crystal that I've gotta get. Where are you? Is it up there? Oh, it's right here. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Okay. And I got a fourth rose quartz now. Oh God, now you all want to be next to me. Okay. So I've ended up with 3 crystals on my lap now. All right. Oh, okay. I should put this one down. Yeah, this one's absorbed some energies here. You can feel that. That's probably why I'm switching. Okay. Okay. They're talking about the third eye. Okay. I don't know why, but they want me to lift up this crystal here. Okay. So I'm just okay. I'm supposed to be focusing this on you. All right. So I'm just going to see the energy of the crystal um, going into your picture with you. Whoa. Interesting. Now, I wasn't sure exactly where to put the energy, so I just focused it. It was just going into your picture. But then they're showing me it was actually going on the top of your right shoulder, like this ball of energy and light. It almost looked like a drawing of like an atom. And then it was kind of coming down on the shoulder, but then it was coming around um like a what is the, whenever I get relaxed like this, I cannot remember words that I've known for my whole life. But you know, like one of those things that the Romans used to wear, you know, that has like a toga. I don't know. I don't remember what the word is. I'm out of my mind right now. I'm not just with words. But like a like a sash when it comes from the shoulder and it goes down the waist and then it comes back up to the shoulder. Okay, so that's what the light was doing. That was the path it was traveling. It went that way. And then I'm seeing this energetically, like it's kind of a little bit out of your shoulder and a little bit down here on the side, almost like those drawings that you see, because then I saw it on the other shoulder and it did the same thing. And so it was this like band of like a golden light, and then another strand at the head and coming down below the root chakra. And so again, almost like a picture of an atom where it has the ball in the center and it has the spirals of light on both sides at like an angle and then coming up and down. Ah, okay, so this is a DNA activation. So this is a further DNA activation because they're saying that you've already had your first one. You had like just your awakening, just your coming to consciousness of who you are. But they're saying that that's being expanded upon now. So you're coming into almost contact with different versions of yourself, different versions of who you are. You are expanding on what you know about yourself. So this territory is expanding. Okay, it's like the territory of of yourself, like what you've mapped out about yourself, the regions of yourself that you are aware of that are existing. It's like you're going to bombard into more of those now. You're going to come into parts of yourself, versions of you that you didn't really know about, or that you didn't really have an understanding of before. Maybe you knew about them in some cases, but you didn't really have a clear understanding. Okay. Right. Like with your gifts. In the email that you sent, you were saying that you're not really aware of what your gifts are, but at the same time, she's saying that you know that you have them. And she's saying that some of this is going to make sense to you. It won't be like this complete shock that you have these gifts that they are pointing out. So you were kind of aware of them, but now it's just being grasped, like you're coming to a realization of them and what they are now. And not just through the reading, but this is just going to start happening, and it already is starting to just happen in your life, where you're being made more aware of certain things. And she's also giving me a feeling like that's also why you came into the reading to begin with. That's what you really wanted to know. You wanted to find your place. She's saying career-wise again. She's giving me a feeling of that again. Like you wanted to find your place as far as your path was concerned, but also to just be more cognizant of who you are as a person, creature. Okay. Just just they gotta throw that in, you know, because they're person creatures or whatever, you know. But they're saying creature. They're coming in with, I was going to say person, and they're coming in with person, but then they're also coming in with creature at the same time. Okay. Now they're also letting me know that you have had some animal lifetimes as some different beings and in some different places, not only here, but even like in Sirius. She's saying specifically in Sirius. Now, she's also saying that the bear star. So, you know what? I'll look that up and I'll email that to you, or you can even look that up. I know there is, I know that there is like a formation in the sky that is of a bear. Okay. Off the top of my head, I can't like say what that is, and I'm pretty sure it's not really a specific star. It's a formation of stars. So yeah, in multiple places you've been around. Now you've also been humanoid though. She's saying too. You've also been humanoid, and you've even been something that can almost shape shift. So there are these animal qualities, she's saying, that you're becoming aware of now, and that you are integrating. So it's coming together. Oh yeah, that's right. And even when I saw these lights around you, I actually saw when these circles of energy, these ovals was more what they were, of energy, were going around you. It when it was completed, I felt your energy coming in like this, and I got this feeling of like coming together. So this almost feels like almost like what people would refer to as soul retrieval, okay, where parts of yourself are being honored and they're being integrated. So pieces of you are being found. She's saying you're becoming aware of them and they're coming together. So this isn't just about healing. That's coming in with it too, but this is also about who you are and coming into contact with it and pulling it in and drawing on these other lifetimes that you have had. Okay, and they're clapping now. So they're happy that you're integrating this, and it's almost like you've advanced now that you're able to integrate this. It's because you've advanced more and you've become wiser. So you've gained wisdom. And now you can handle more. You can handle more. You can handle coming more into your crystal alignment, your crystal vibration, and putting that out. She's saying that it's not just about you, but it's not just about them either. So in that sense, it is about you because it is your life. It's not only about you, but pushing others away at times when you need to recharge, setting a boundary, setting a strong boundary, even being firm with somebody and setting conditions on how you're going to react with my energy, how you are going to come into contact with my energy field is okay. Because it's not about them in the sense that it's your life. And it can't be about everyone. And those people can't choose when you're going to make it about them, okay? You choose when you're going to give them space. And she's saying, again, coming in with the word neutral. So kind of like what the other guy was saying about detachment. So this happens when we become more neutral and more detached, that we are able to do that more. Because often when we're picking up on the emotions of someone else empathically, we feel that it's our emotion of wanting to help them, when really it's their emotion of wanting to be saved, wanting to be rescued or comforted. But what do you want at that time? What benefits you? What is good for you? Is it good for you to give your time and give of your energy to them at that moment? And is that what is really good for them? Because if they just want to be rescued in a sense or saved from their life experience, something emotional that they're going through that they need to walk through and walk down to gain more wisdom like you were doing, is that really something to help them out of? So she's saying to be aware of your abilities and who you're helping at all times. Because this happens more, you lend your energy more or allow it to be taken from you from outside influences more when you're not grounded, but also when you are not really aware of who you are in that sense. You are pretty grounded, though. You are pretty grounded. They just want you to stay grounded when this chakra opening thing happens, and how empathic you are can kind of throw you off at times and give a feeling almost of ungroundedness, but you're very connected to the earth. So and the sky. I mean, this is why your energy is going down so far and up so far. And that's good. And she's saying that the roots are still going to be there. You're still going to have roots going into the earth. You're still going to have your connection to the heavens, but that's your connection to it, where your energy can go down, your energy can go up. It's your connection to it at all times, but it's not your actual energy just shooting up and shooting down and shooting wherever and picking up on people. Now she's coming in with something about your voice and calmly, authoritatively, just stating what you want. And it's okay to state almost bluntly, but in a calm way, what you want. And that comes from detachment as well. So she's talking about pleasing others, not to overly try to please others. Not to bend for them, not to bend for others. Okay. She's showing me this picture of like you kind of going like this. And but she's giving me this firm energy, like you're very strong and you're up and down, and that's more how she wants it to be. Never bending for another, just out of like politeness or niceness or even cooperation if it isn't good for you. If it is good for you, you're going to be lending your energy out when you want to, but you're not going to be bending for them, because that's when you have to change for someone else, or okay, I'll do it anyway. There's almost this energy like I'll force myself to do it. I'll get myself to go against my intuition and do something that I don't necessarily want to. Now, she's also giving me this energy. She's showing me like your connection up here again, and this is like your connection to your guides, and this light is coming down, and I'm getting this feeling like you are being contacted and like you're being heard. So almost like you've put a signal out to your guides, almost like you have wanted to be in communication with them, or you have asked for their help. You have asked for them to come to you, to speak to you, to be closer to you. And in some ways, even like you have asked for almost a divine guidance or intervention even, or a guidance. Both is kind of coming in. Not necessarily as dramatic as an intervention, but you've asked for their help and they're coming to you. They're acknowledging that. So they're saying, we've heard you. Now, the fourth question, how many and who are they? For some reason, which they know, they don't really want to come through, almost like they don't want to limit themselves to one way of being or one face. They don't want to give you a face of who they are. They want to let you, one, figure that out, that it's part of your journey, but also almost that you would close off to them if you were to see them in one way. They have multiple facets, multiple names. They don't want to come in with one way right now. And this kind of confusion about who they are a little bit, that's coming through, where they're all kind of standing around, kind of clamoring, like there's like a lot of almost noise from several different ones, and energies from several different ones, like energetic noise, not in a negative way, but just where they're all kind of clamoring around, standing around, speaking, and this energy like that, where it's like, who are they? What are they saying? She's saying that's being allowed. They almost want that. They're almost coming through with that purposefully because they don't want me to receive this almost accurately. Yeah. Like, not that I'm not being accurate with what I'm getting, but like they don't want me to get like this accurate version of, yes, this is who you are, this is how you sound, this is how you come across, this is what you definitely look like, and this is your energy totally, you know. They don't want to give it to me in a concrete way yet, because this is part of your journey to let go and release these predicaments. Why is that word coming in? No idea. But they don't want to be your solution to everything in your life. And I almost feel like they don't want you to have that clear of a connection with them yet, where they can just come in and where you don't have to figure things out on your own. They want you to figure things out on your own, but at the same time, they are guiding you. They are letting you know that they're there, and also that they really applaud you, that they really approve of you, that they're very proud of you, and that they think that you've done their race well. Okay. And their races well. So we've got some different lifetimes coming in still here. Okay, so that is the ending of the reading. She's saying, and I feel some healing energies coming into my solar plexus. Okay, so the last thing that they want me to do is they want me to send some healing energies to your solar plexus. Okay, so this is the smaller rose quartz that I've got. And okay, so this is solar plexus. Again, it's like it's closing up. And again, coming in with to keep your energy closed. And coming in with heal yourself, healer. make sure that your own energy is intact first. Your solar plexus chakra looks absolutely huge. Just looks like this like galaxy spinning around. Okay. So you got a little bit of a clearing there as well, and some good energies coming towards you. So, coming together, man, my brain right now with all this relaxation. Okay, so anyway, coming together. Thank you so much for allowing me to read you, and I truly hope that it benefits you and that you get the most out of it and that it helps you on your path in some way. Thank you so much. Namaste.